Right, by special request, my friend was asking me to show him viewing film on the magnetic switch. Now let me get this light proper. I'm getting reflections. Right, okay, that's probably good. Right, the viewing film is actually on the Concentric 6 right now with the steel washers. It's currently unbiased, so when there's a steel washer on here, it's actually neutral. Let's find one. Hang on. Hang on a minute. I'm fighting with magnets right now. Right, stick these washers on here. Oh, something's not set up right. Hang on. Yeah, I'm just trying to get this level. It's as you can see, it's cockeyed right now. Right, okay, that's better. Okay, right, we're kind of flat now. I'm using these. There's actually two washers stuck together, which I'm using as just to test this. But basically, when they're all together, at the moment, the magnetic field through the steel is neutralized. It is not turned on. And when I get my steel file, oh, I'm stuck to the outside now. When I get my steel file and I stick it on the steel washer, the only magnetism I'm feeling really is the magnetization of this file, because it's slightly. Oh, damn it! Hang on. The steel file is slightly magnetized. Oh, God! When you got magnets around, it's frustrating when things slide around. Okay, so at the moment, let's put the viewing film on here. You'll see there is a slight. The magnetism you actually can see right now is actually mainly from the edges of the magnets around the concentric, right around because obviously those magnets are always active, but the concentric is dynamic. Right, so I've got the steel washer on there, and now I'm going to take the steel washer off because I want to show you what happens with the individual fields. Right, put the viewing film on. As you can see, we have activation on all 6 cores, but it's only in a neutral sort of plane, as in they're not actually being biased. There's a slight amount of magnetism from each one. Right, we've got a little bit, we've got some on there, because they're all on basically. So they cancel each other out with it, because they're all on. We'll have south, north, south, north, south, north. Because they're all on, they cancel each other out, right? Right, so that was pulling a bit, that one's pulling a bit, that one's pulling a bit, right? But when I bias it with my, I've got these other magnets in my hand, right? I'm going to turn this over, I'm going to bias it with south. So north is being turned off basically right now, because if you look at the magnets, there's six magnets in the concentric, and there's actually 6 magnets on the ball bearing. But we lose a bit because of the ball bearing's omnidirectional status. Now, if I turn this over and put my viewing film on, we should see something quite different. There you go. What are we seeing? We are seeing the fact that only 3 of the cores are now active, and the other 3 are now turned off. So, oops, I'm stuck to the outside of the magnet there. That one, where we're seeing these little rims, these little shapes, these particular ones are off, right? That's off, that one's off, that one's off. These are on, right? Let me just go to one that's on from this side, right? There you go. You can see if I angle it, you can see how it jumps towards that. That one's on. That one's on. And that one's on. Get the light right. Oh, I hate these reflections. Let me try and get a different light source on it actually, just a minute. Okay, I moved the light over to the left because it seems to work better in that angle. The camera's not doing it justice. The camera really just doesn't see as well as my eyes do. Right, well that one's on. That one's off. That one's on. That one's off. That one's on, sorry. That one's off. Because this is the blotch. This is where it's been turned off. Right, now if I reverse the biasing underneath, well, God, this is going to be tricky. How the heck do I do that while filming this at the same time? Oh, I'm going to have to turn this on its side, so it's going to be a bit tricky to see. But let me try and get reflections again now. Let me just get this camera propped up somewhere, just a minute. I'll pause a minute. Okay, I've got an elastic band holding the phone on the helping hands. Now I'm going to turn this and get the angle so that you can see it well. I'm going to reverse the magnets at the back to alternate the switching, and we'll see what happens. I'll try and keep the viewing film on there. Hopefully it'll stay on by itself. Now I'm going to remove it slowly. Oh shit, the ball bearings come out. This is ridiculous. Right. Okay, I removed it. Now, the viewing film acts weird because it remembers stuff. And it isn't wiped until I turn it around. Now, watch what happens to the... let me get this right. Hang on a minute. This is not easy to do, this, really. I'm trying to get the angle right. It's going to jump out of my hand, probably. Now, I'm going to bring the north pole slowly towards the ball bearing. And we should see these patterns change. Oh, the ball bearing's gone stuck to the magnet now. Hang on. Right, we should see them swap places. Okay, right, I don't know if you can see that. The ball bearing is kind of loose. It wants sticking back in. Let's just move this viewing film around a bit. Now, as you can see, we'll wipe the other areas. Because the viewing film tends to remember things, and you have to kind of wipe it every time. Now, let's reverse it. Okay, can you see that? The switching effect is taking place. Now reverse it again. I need to stick this ball bearing back. Now turn it around. And turn it around. There we go. You can see how the switching is actually working. Okay. That's that. Ball bearing is falling out. What's gluing in? Super glue will help. I'm going to get my hands all stuck up next. Alright. Okay, I'll super glue that ball bearing back in because it's annoying when it keeps falling out. But you're seeing what happens. I need to put some tissue paper on here because I do not want to get that on my hand. Okay, I don't want to damage my viewing film either. And right, okay, the viewing film's on. Now, I can't remember which way around I had it now. Start north. I'm just going to bring it near, not completely on it. South. Just watch the lines. South. Look at the dots. That's where it's basically off. Turning around. That's north. North activation. North activated. South activated. Okay. Alright. Now I've made the video to show you how the fields switch on and off. Obviously if this was a rotor was going past this would be happening so fast you wouldn't see it because the film wouldn't react to it fast enough. Right. That's it. I've done the video. Thanks for watching.